Halton Police is introducing artificial intelligence in an effort to reduce the amount of time that 911 operators are spending on non-emergencies. CP24 Steve Ryan joins me live with more. Steve.
Yeah, this is a initiative that Halton Regional Police are implementing today. It's a smart answering routing assistant. So if anybody calls the non-emergency number for Halton Region, they will get an AI voice. And we're going to talk right now to Brian Dodd. He is the communications manager for the Halton Regional Police. So Brian, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
What can you tell us about this new system?
We have this new system that we're using from Hyper. We've called the system Sarah, which you explained, Smart Answering Route Assistant. What this system really does for us is allows our 911 call takers who answer both the emergency calls and the non-emergency calls to be more readily available to answer those 911 calls instead of sometimes being tied up on the non-emergency calls. So we do save a lot of time and a quicker response to the emergencies, which are going to be answered always by a human.
How many non-emergency calls do you get roughly per year?
We get approximately 160,000 non-emergency calls per year. So anytime we can take some of those away to make the call takers available for the 911 calls is going to be a win for sure.
So how does this benefit the police service, and how does it benefit those that are calling in the non-emergency number?
Well, first of all, if you're a resident calling in and you have a non-emergency, the great thing about Sarah is that the system will determine that if this is something they can help you with, it will be sending you a text message or a link to another website somewhere else that you should have reported. And if at any time your call escalates or it's something the AI system can't handle, it will be transferred to a human call taker right away.
So I think you just answered my next question. The AI system will recognize emergencies if in fact that's happening throughout the call?
Absolutely, yeah. So we spend a lot of months with Hyper developing the questions that Sarah asks, and if at any time this is something that doesn't fall into the protocol of where the AI can handle it, it just will automatically come to a human call taker.
Now, I know your chief is one that really is proactive when it comes to public safety. What type of testing was done with this system before you got the okay to implement it?
So we tested the system for 5 months, and what we did was we developed all the protocols that it takes for the AI system to understand what people are saying, and then determine from there, based on what someone says, is this something that could be handled by an AI where a person just needs a text message on how to report online or the phone number for another agency, or does it have to come to a human? So we had to teach that with our partners at Hyper to the AI system, and then since it was very successful, we've implemented it live.
Can you kind of, my last question here, can you kind of walk us through what a caller will hear on the other end if they were to call today, a non-emergency line? What would they hear?
Sure. So they will hear Sarah answer and ask a question, and based on what the person says, so if they say they had to report a minor collision that happened in a parking lot, Sarah would be able to provide them a link on how they could report that to a collision reporting center. So that freed up a bunch of time that a human call taker would normally have spent explaining that to the person, and lets that call taker be able to answer 911 calls.
It's great insight, great information. Thank you, Brian.